What is the UN Rights Council complaint procedure? Have you ever wondered how the United Nations Human Rights Council addresses serious human rights violations? Let's break down the complaint procedure that plays a vital role in this process. The UN Rights Council complaint procedure is a confidential mechanism. It is designed to handle consistent patterns of serious violations of human rights and fundamental freedoms. This procedure is not for isolated cases unless they show a broader pattern of abuse. Anyone can initiate a complaint, including individuals, groups, or non-governmental organizations. However, anonymous complaints are not accepted. This means that complainants must provide their identity and be able to demonstrate direct knowledge of the violations. The process starts with an initial screening. The chairperson of the Working Group on Communications, along with the Secretariat, reviews the complaint. They check if it meets the admissibility criteria. Only complaints that pass this stage are sent to the state involved for their response. Next, the Working Group on Communications meets twice a year. During these meetings, they decide on the admissibility of complaints and assess the merits of the allegations. They look for consistent patterns of serious human rights violations. If a complaint is deemed inadmissible, it can be dismissed. If more information is needed, the complaint can be kept under review. The entire procedure is confidential. Complainants may receive updates on whether their complaint is being processed, but specific details remain private unless the Human Rights Council decides to make it public. Based on the reports from expert bodies, the Human Rights Council can take various actions. They may continue to review the situation, appoint independent experts to monitor it, or recommend assistance to the state involved. They can also choose to publicly address the situation if necessary. From the perspective of international humanitarian law, this complaint procedure is significant. It helps protect civilians and ensures accountability for violations during conflicts. While it primarily addresses human rights violations, it can also relate to breaches of international humanitarian law. This includes issues like attacks on civilians or unlawful detentions. The confidential nature of the procedure allows for sensitive handling of complaints, especially in conflict situations. It supports the enforcement of protections guaranteed under international humanitarian law. In practical terms, this procedure helps identify and document patterns of violations. It encourages states to respond and cooperate. When violations persist, it can lead to international scrutiny or intervention. This mechanism complements other international laws aimed at safeguarding human dignity during conflicts. Understanding the UN Rights Council complaint procedure is essential for grasping how the international community addresses human rights violations. It highlights the importance of accountability and the protection of individuals, especially in times of war.